I'll show you a little project we got today. It's a fir tree, and it's in kind of a tight spot here. Literally enveloping the house, and relocating the fence, probably full of metal. Pretty decent sized tree, too tall for the crane, but we're gonna sort it out. We're gonna figure it out, and we'll show you what that's like.
What's up, you guys? Damien here today, next to a river here, next to a house, and here is our big fir tree we're going to be cutting down today. Pretty good diameter, goes way up there, splits in two. There's a different guy that was doing some stuff, trying to work on it. I kind of feel like that might be from him, and that might be from him. So I will point that out ahead of time. Looks like maybe the gutter's taken a bash a time or two or three. Some of that stuff could just be from past branches falling and snow or rain, wind, etc. But I'm gonna go up this line that's already set just to get myself up into the crotch, and then I'm gonna go up that lead on the right and set a speed line. We're gonna speed line everything over this brush into that yard, and then all the brush will be grappled and it'll be taken up the trail into the parking area where we'll have the chipper later. Right now, August, Max and Caitlin and Evan are all working with the crane to remove a fir tree out of our house, doing some speed line and picking a top that's a little too tall. And yeah, let's get to it.
Beautiful view up here. I thought I would give you a little update. I'm up pretty high now, and I've got a speed line in. And what we're gonna try to do, speed line a section of the limbs out of the middle of this tree. Because the limbs near the bottom, we can leave attached to the wood picks. But the tree's too tall for the crane, so we need to get a section of limbs out of the middle. In order to get them out, it's a little bit of a pain because the limbs will want to go down and hang up on the ones below them. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get them out. So I'm going to open up an avenue, and then I'm going to speed line it all the way up to the top from there. Send a top on the speed line, and then once the top's out, we can start doing some crane picks. All right, so I have my first limb hooked up, and I've got it hooked up out there kind of far to try to take it like a boat right out of here, because if I hooked it at the base, it would just sag down and hang up. Nice. What do you think, Gary? Is that rad?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna throw one down, so watch yourself. Everybody be looking up. Everybody looking up? Coming down, headache. pretty rad. How was that?
That was good.
Only like a 60, 70 foot fall.
Hey, come on, you got some grub on there. Oh yeah. She's acting.
Sorry about that, guys. This one isn't super heavy. Alright guys, Maxwell here. Just want to show you kind of what we got going on the ground. Is up there slaying because he's a beast. Crane just waiting patiently to do her job. Stay tuned.
Well, all right, what's up guys? So this is what I climbed up on. This is what the previous climber had. I'm not really sure why it would be like this, but what we have is the rope coming up from the ground, going around the tree. Right, so up from the ground, go around the tree, captures this, goes back around, comes up here. There's like 5 wraps on that branch, and then it comes back down and ties to this. All to just choke a line to the tree. I don't know what that is about up there. What I'll say is me and Joe pulled on it really hard, and then when I got closer and closer and closer to it, the more unsure I started getting about it until I could actually inspect it. Obviously it did the job and it worked. We zoomed in with Joe's super zoom camera, and we were able to see that it looked like there was enough going on. But yeah, you wouldn't want to tie a rope to a tree like that for any reason, really. So I'm going to keep working up this lead, and I'll set my speed line where I will be putting the tops out, and we're gonna put all the branches out there into the field. So I'm just gonna keep kind of cleaning things up, cleaning all these little stobs off and stuff as I go, because it's gonna be a lot less to deal with when we come back down.
Okay, I got another one on for you, smaller one. Yeah. And a little like that, you can do little tricky things. I am disappointed that I'm gonna have all this ballast this side of the boom. Evan likes being in the drop zone. Put me in, coach. Right up front. Well, we're starting on it. We got a little speed line anchor snuck over here by the fence. Dropping stuff right here. Gonna head up that way with it. Into this yard, we got ourselves a little crash pad area all sorted out. There's a couple big huge rocks here we're trying not to bounce stuff off of. And got some mats and some plywood against the house, and another little berm of old firewood to crash down into. And I'm gonna send you guys back up the tree with Damien. I'm gonna leave it running, Damien. Let's point it up.
You made it! Good to see you guys again. Sorry, we cut a few branches and forgot about you. Oh, actually, yeah, that's kind of more what happened is I had it connected to my D-ring, and I think I was just tearing through the brush, trying to get to the top, and it ripped off me doing my thing. We got a few limbs off. Last one was kind of cool. It was right there. I peeled it around this way. I didn't want to go around that way because of that brittle looking house and the orchard ladder and stuff. So I swung it around this way and tried to get it to kind of drag against the trunk. That way it wouldn't swing all the way around this way, get a swing back out over the roof, which is what we were trying to prevent, and then slam the roof, and we were able to just hit it right there. Joe's got sun in his eyes, which is a bit of a bummer, but we were able to communicate right before we have to clear that hedge, and right before he could drop it, I said, okay, hold it, drop it. And sure enough, he just let the thing go, and it bombed and landed right in the perfect spot in between this hedge and in between the planter box over there. Yeah, I've got this one set, I've got that one set. You know, they're getting a little bit heavy, so we've got a speed line anchor over there that he can use, and so forth. A lot of these little things right here, that's something I cut and grab and cut and grab and cut and throw. Got a bunch of sprouts. I'm just shredding those things, letting them land in the hole. And yeah, let's keep on moving. Yeah, it had an arm that wouldn't let it flip over. I'm always a big fan of having a saw on me if I'm a ground guy, rather than trying to lift that thing and twist that branch off of the rope. It's always so much more of a headache than just grabbing a saw, making a clear and concise cut, and then going. You can even cut on each side of the rope if you don't want to lift the whole branch, you know? Here, let me flick that to the side. Okay. So YouTube, so just flick it to the side, that way we can get every bit of this line straight. We're cutting this one, we've got our anchor there. Once we cut that one, that'll be our next anchor, and then we'll leave that one as the anchor. Hook up a new anchor, or we'll probably go out to there, but then we'll end up hooking up a new anchor. You're always leaving an anchor so it doesn't create more slack and bow the line out. Ready? These are the shredders I was talking about. Nobody gets it. Right. Go, drop. Beautiful. That was awesome. Yeah. Yeah. That one has being let in.
Like I'm gonna have to go down there. They don't always go perfect because you guys didn't have it tight enough. Are you ready for it? Or is it just gonna get hung up again further down? Do it. Hit that rabbit. Yeah, give it the come here.
Really like clearing all of these little scriptlets off the tree as I go. Keeps ropes from getting hung up. Keeps you visually able to see problems that could occur too. That's kind of the biggest reason I do it. Sometimes when you're trying to look through all that mess, there could be a dog leg or something that emits slack, or maybe you just don't see a rope or something, so you like yeah, it wasn't just going away. Yeah. You're like, go, go, go. Okay, I got a little one, just probably by hand or whatever you want, but yeah, it's light. Little dead one. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 limbs. I'm gonna throw a stop out before I cut. First one will be pretty light. Second one will be pretty light. They're all gonna be pretty light.
Try out, kid.
What?
It's an old, like, what's that one called? It's called a Christmas story.
Well, we don't do Christmas, so I don't really know, I guess.
It's Feast of Trumpets story. Alright, kid. I want you to flip all of these on facing the same way.
Okay.
Do all of them.
Okay.
Unhook the carabiner.
Alright, Caitlin could do this one by hand.
Well, I'll tell you, kind of when it hits right in that range, like it's above the grass line there, we're just gonna dump it. Black and dump it. Perfect.
This one will pull you harder, but it won't take you away.
I'm gonna be here, but I'm gonna let you do this. So come back a little bit. Go ahead and so close to the device. There you go. Just burn the rim.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like at first I was kind of hesitant to like have you let them go that like soon, but it's like I see the trajectory of how like they have forward momentum, and then you're like just dropping them. Tips are right at the head basically, and then this one's small.
Right up your...
That was one of those stabber types, and I'm just like, I got my
facing the wrong possible way. You don't need any help. Just
Speed line and some pretty small limbs, but there's nothing but roof under me. Everybody's watching. All right, you got 4.
This is the only vacation rental, so like if a big jump falls through it, it's not bad for us.
I try to always use 2 slings when I'm doing the top, but I only have 1 sling left. This is why we have lock-in carabiners. It's like surfing, you do a lot of paddling and then you do something really cool. And then it's over.
I ride through the valley where the lost souls scream. Shadows stretch along, ain't a damn thing clean. Dust in my veins, steel in my grip. Hell's got a bounty, but I ain't been hit. I'm coming like a storm, I was born to run. A loaded 6-shooter and a blacked out sun. Kings will kneel and cowards will flee. When the smoke clears, they'll remember me. They say I'm the fire that burns through the land. Gun in my holster, blood on my hands. No law, no mercy, no one to pray when the devil rises. Best get out the way. I hear the guy cause I don't fear the flame. The reaper's been calling, but he knows my name. 1,000 men have tried my fate, but a man like me don't bend or break. I'm coming like a storm, I was
That was a
born to
progress
run. A loaded six-shooter and a blacked out sun. Kings will kneel and cowards will flee. When the smoke clears, they'll remember me. The rider's on my trail, but he's riding blind. He don't know death's already mine. Silver moon, black horse, fate's closing in, but the last man standing wears my crown. I'm coming like a storm, I was born to run. A loaded six-shooter and a blacked out sun. The world will bow, the law will see. When the smoke clears, they'll remember me. When the smoke clears, they'll remember me.
Cable up slow. Yeah. Cable up slow. All right, it's past the eave. I think we leave this stump just like this because it blocks the fence. There's a hole in the fence. There it goes. One-way trip. That was such a perfect shot. Dream team.
Thanks.
I have looked everywhere for a spur. Can you believe that? Oh yeah. Oh, I love these things. I'd sure hate to have to drive all the way back and search.
Have the other half of this with salt and pepper.
Like that, eh?
Yep, and then just sprinkle away.
You guys need any water or anything to go? An extra cup of coffee? I'm
I
not
think
going to
we're-
offer any carbos.
I think we're
I
good
understand
now.
the reason now.
Yeah, me and August are getting our daily avocado in.
Perfect, perfect. That's a good one. Yeah. Did you find your,
It was under all that sawdust back there.
oh, okay, good. I thought you were going to have a pair of spikes, hon.
Autumn, come here. Tim.
Thank you.
That's in the spot.
Yeah, really good.
You're welcome.